Here is a list of popular PC game stores / launchers, alright? Now what I want you to do is pick them all up and dip them into a thick layer of lava, because all of them just kinda suck. In this video I want to talk about the go-to PC game launcher, Steam. Steam is king, alright. Not a single other launcher even comes close to how goated it is. Now, I might be a bit biased, but I've been using this platform for over 10 years now. It started with a few games, you know, Isaac, Don't Starve, Terraria, TF2, Left 4 Dead 2, but nowadays my Steam library is goddamn packed, man. If there is a title available on multiple platforms, including Steam, I will always choose Steam over anything else, simply because of how convenient and fleshed out it is. Steam just has so many little quality of life features that they have built up over the years, and recently with the Steam Deck I only see this aspect of it get better over time, and again, that's what I want to discuss in this video. I want to explain why I personally think that Steam is kinda obliterating every single other platform out there currently. Like I'm sorry, but it isn't even a competition anymore. Let's start off with the most important thing of any gaming platform, the library of games. Now Steam at the time of this recording has over 50,000 games, and yes, a big chunk of it is garbage shovelware that shouldn't even be allowed to be sold. Moist Critical plays a lot of this garbage on Twitch, and yes, all of it is really bad. But on the other hand, it's also kinda cool that everyone can just make something and put it on Steam. Danny was allowed to publish Muck and Crab Game, Edmund Macmillan with Flash Isaac back in 2011. For a small indie studio, this is a fantastic way to test the waters by just plopping your games on here. Short Hikes, Stacklands, Iron Lung. You don't have to be a massive studio to be able to publish your games on a professional platform, which is really cool. It would just be nice if it would be checked for some speck of quality, you know. Xbox puts their games on Steam. PlayStation is starting to put their games on Steam. Capcom, Bethesda, Activision is coming back. Both versions of RuneScape got put onto the platform. Sega, Devolver Digital, Garden Warfare 2 finally got onto Steam, and I didn't even mention it in the slightest, and still the servers were overflowing. And don't even get me started on Valve games. TF2, CSGO, Half-Life, Portal, Dota 2, Left 4 Dead, Artifacts, okay, well, maybe not that one, but Steam has a monstrous library. Not everything is on here. Sometimes Epic Games likes to be a little toddler and make a game timed exclusive, or they just straight up remove it from Steam because they're jealous or something, I don't know. Blizzard isn't on here, Riot is nowhere to be seen, Nintendo is too scared to touch a keyboard and mouse, Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite, and Ubisoft went away, but who the hell cares about them? I'm not a Ubisoft fan, okay? Now I know a lot of you are saying that almost every single game I mentioned is available on the other console platforms, which is true, but the thing you have to remember about PC and console gaming is that they don't really clash together. They are completely separate markets. It's the reason why Sony is starting to put their library on Steam and Epic Games. If you boot up any game for the first time on PC, you should expect to mess around with the settings for at least 10 minutes. Double that if you want to record it, which I do a lot. Be ready to adjust graphics settings, rebind your keyboard controls, change your mouse sensitivity, mess with the resolution if you booted up an older game, adjust the music and sound, increase or decrease the frame cap, enable certain quality of life features. And if you're really unlucky, you also gotta install certain mods to make the game at least playable, and I'm looking at this piece of garbage right here. A lot of people just can't be bothered to do any of that, so they choose a simple console and stick to it, which is completely fine. Nintendo is kind of famous for not letting you adjust any of the settings in their games because they want you to play it how they envisioned it. But as an hardcore gamer, I personally really like it, being able to change the settings of a game to my heart's content, and Valve completely agrees with this mindset because of all the external tools they provide. Steam controller support, for example, has no reason being this complicated and fleshed out. I don't know what Valve is smoking in their offices, but I'm pretty sure it isn't legal, okay? All I'm gonna say. But don't think that is all, okay? Refunds on Steam are extremely generous. The discussion tab lets you voice out problems you run into, and a lot of the time you get an actual answer that helps you solve the problem in question. Guides are super useful if you want to achievement hunt or get certain tips. Remote play lets you play local games over the internet with just a few clicks. The community market lets you sell in-game purchases if a game supports it. DLC is extremely easy to manage. VR is also just super easy to set up. The community hub, achievement percentages, customizable profiles where you can flex your inventory and perfected games. Groups, easy accessible news, trading cards, game beta, Steam Labs, store queues, the Steam wishlist, Steam sales, which have no reason being this nutty. The point shop, okay, well, the point shop is just kind of filled with a bunch of hentai garbage, but trust me, there's some cool stuff in here. And finally, and probably the best feature, Steam Workshop and mod launchers. Mods can be a goddamn pain in the ass to install, man, but Steam has given developers the choice to give the community extremely easy mod distribution, and I adore it. You just click on a mod you like, download it, enable it in game, and you're done. That's it. I absolutely love it. No messing with files, no risking downloading shady exes, just click and play. Steam even allows developers to sell their own mods on the Steam store, which is just insane. This is great. And yes, I know a lot of the features I mentioned are available on the other platforms like game sales, a wishlist, and refunds, but it's the fact that Steam makes these features extremely accessible and fleshed out, which makes the platform so great. The interface is snappy, scrolling through your game library is easy, chat features work as how they are intended, customization is a welcome feature, and in comparison, Epic Games is slow as hell. The Nintendo eShop can't even load 3 PNGs at the same time. Getting a rare Xbox achievement places obnoxiously loud sound effect for no reason. Playing a game on Origins messes up your audio interface. Steam is just simple but intuitive. It isn't flawless, alright. When a sale drops, the website kinda becomes an unresponsive mess. Some of the UI is really outdated. There was also that one time when Valve tried to introduce paid mods, which backfired pretty badly, and the trading community is filled with scammers trying to steal your shit. But honestly, all of that stuff is pretty minor, except the scam stuff. This just straight up blows. Steam isn't great because it has high quality exclusives. It is great because of all the features that amplify your gaming experience. It isn't trying to be stingy or take control away. You get what you see with some extra spices to finish it off. I just wish Valve would stop messing around and get their priorities in check, because that's probably the biggest problem with this platform. Be sure to leave a comment on my Steam profile to boost my ego. Have a good day. Bye 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 bye.